Hello, and welcome to Sales Talk. I'm Dan Martin. I have over 23 years of sales, business, entrepreneurial experience in several different industries. I would like to share some of that experience with you today. The purpose of these videos is to help you learn and grow so that you can improve the quality of your life. Even if I touch you in a small positive way, then this has fulfilled my intentions. Please take a second right now to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel. This will help us grow and continue to add new content. Please comment below if you have any questions or if you would like to see a video designed for your industry that you work in. Sales coaching is also available. Please let me know if you would like information regarding working with me directly. Every industry has its sales process. The process has its key components and then its subcomponents. Those subcomponents are catered to the individual industry. The key components are marketing yourself and creating a brand. In today's world of technology, and as our evolution of technology continues to advance, then of course, we have Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, and a plethora of other platforms that we use that we can market ourselves. So, first, what I did early on is I created my Facebook page, and then also I created my business Facebook page. Of course, that has to be associated with your own personal page. So when you're building your business page, you can invite all of your friends that you have on your personal page and just stay in tune with that and build your following. Building a following is extremely important. And just to touch on a couple of different key industries that are important when it comes to building your brand, your personal brand, in any sales environment, the more contacts that you have and the more reach that you have, meaning the more people that you can reach out to offer your product or service to them, the more benefit that the company that you're working for finds you as a benefit, right? So marketing yourself, building yourself a brand, and marketing the products that you're offering is a key component. So if you can think about it in terms of if you're in an interview and you're talking to the HR person, or maybe it's the business owner themselves, or whatever, and they're interviewing several different prospects for the position of sales, and you present to them with a Facebook page that has 5,000 followers that are following your content, and you're staying engaged with your platforms across the board, whether it's, again, like I had mentioned, Instagram, Twitter, and the like, then how much value will that create to that business owner or human resource person who's looking to fill this position compared to the next person that interviews with them who doesn't have that established? So that's what I'm referring to when it comes to marketing yourself and creating a brand. And we're going to take a deeper dive into all of these categories in future videos, which will be upcoming. So we're going to do that over the course of the next few months. But beginning with marketing yourself and creating a brand is a key element when it comes to um, marketing products when you start a new job, for example. So again, we'll take a deep dive into that a little bit more in detail in another video. And then the next stage of the process is the meet and greet. How do you meet your guests when they walk in the door? If it's a dealership or if it's a telephone conversation, how do you answer the phone? What sort of tonality do you consider? When I was working in power sports, it was my what I wanted to do for myself was sit as close to the door as I possibly could. I wanted to meet every single person that walked into the door, and I did not want anyone to say that they weren't greeted when they walked in. So when we meet and greet, not only is it a matter of how effective our meet and greet is, our positive nature, how we stand up, are we staying seated, what sort of handshake do we use? What is an appropriate handshake? Is it always appropriate to shake someone's hand when you meet and greet them? And we'll look at that in more detail in another video. Sell yourself, sell the dealership, and sell the products in that order. A lot of people get that wrong, where a prospect walks in the door, and the immediate thing that we want to do is show them the products. Well, that's not a true meet and greet. Sell yourself. Be confident in yourself. What do you offer to your guest when they're walking in? Is it the amount of sales experience that you have? If you're new, then you can piggyback off of the other salespeople that are on the staff. Um, what you know, what else can you benefit? How else can your prospect benefit from you as their salesperson? Sell the dealership. If you work in a dealership like cars and motorcycles and that kind of thing, then sell the brands that you carry, all the lines of products that you carry. Sell the different types of vehicles that you offer, whether it's ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, snowmobiles. If it's cars and trucks, the brands that you carry there. Sell the parts department. You have a full line of parts, accessories, and equipment. And typically, if we have to order a part, it comes in 2 to 3 days. And expediting ordering is available, for an additional charge. Sell the dealership. How long has the dealership been around? Is it family owned? Is it a corporation? How long have they been in business? What are the benefits of working with that particular dealership? And again, we touched on sell the full product line. Everything that the dealership has to offer from a product perspective, and don't leave anything out. No list is too long here. So needs analysis would be the next stage of the sales process after you've sold yourself and you've met the meet and greet process. Then there's the needs analysis, and this is just a line of questioning in casual conversation. I have to add that your line of questioning should feel like a conversation and not necessarily like a pecking order or a check the box of questions that you're asking and then obtaining an answer. Make it conversational. These are the things that we learn as professionals, is that people want to buy from those that they like. And the way that they do that, that professionals do that, is they set it up in a conversational meaning in a conversational aspect. So, and then trial close. What's a trial close? A trial close is simply asking a question, for the business after you've done your needs analysis and you know that you've got the right product for you. You can ask for a trial close question. And for example, that would look like, well, if we were able to put all the terms and conditions together today, would you be interested in putting this transaction together as soon as today? That's a trial close question. If we have that in the right color, are you ready to leave a deposit and guarantee the sale today? That's another trial close question. And again, we're going to deep dive into all of these segments individually in different videos, as they're going to be followed by this one. Landing on the appropriate option. Once you've done your needs analysis, then you'll be able to, if you've done that effectively, then you'll know exactly what your inventory looks like because you'll be aware of what your inventory is, and we'll talk a little bit more about what that means. And then showing them the right product, taking them right to the exact product that they're looking for. And then you may have things like incentives that are on other vehicles that that the business has provided you with, and they're interested in offering you an incentive. Say it might be a $500 bonus if you sell a particular product. Know those products and what they look like and what they mean to you. And if it's close enough in what your prospect is looking for, why not offer them an incentive to purchase that vehicle or that product on the same day? Hey, if I can, you're going to get a $500 bonus. So hey, if I can save you an additional $300 off on this unit, would you consider taking this one? You're going to get $500 in a bonus for it. Why not give some of that up to your customer, and then you still get the advantage of getting the additional monies, whatever that difference might look like. So, and then go into another trial close. That's the next step of the phase. So you notice that trial closes show up throughout the sales process. And these are more taking your customer's temperature, figuring out, what it's going to take in order to be able to move the process forward. What we find when we're in a sales transaction is that oftentimes our prospects need to be nudged. They need to be pushed just a little bit in order to be able to make that decision. And that's why you're there. You're there as a counselor and a liaison between you and between your prospect and the business that you work for. So these trial close questions really take the prospect's temperature to see how close you are at putting something together. If they're whether or not they're looking to do something as soon as today, or maybe they're just in poking around, kicking tires, and you really it's not going to be for another few months before you actually land this client or this prospect. So that's the purpose of a trial close. And then close the transaction once you figured out what their interest level is in making a decision that particular day, or if it's going to be next week, next month, next year, possibly, whatever the case may be, you're gonna find that out. And then if you can't offer an immediate opportunity to purchase, close the transaction. Transitioning into the close should be the easiest part of the transaction if you've done everything before this appropriately. Meaning you've built a quality relationship with them, you've spent quite a bit of time figuring out what the right product is for them, and you've introduced yourself and the dealership and the whole process. So at that point, the close should be the easiest part of the sale. And moving into the close is a transition that you have to take ownership for. So you have to be responsible to be able to know when and how appropriate it is to move from all the preceding elements of the sales process to the close. And then once the close is consummated and you've finished that part of the transaction, what's next? Is the sales process complete? Absolutely not. So, again, depending on your industry that you work in and the responsibilities that you have, the next components include the financing options, or is it a cash option? How are they paying for the product or service that you're offering? Do you have financing available? In power sports, when I owned my own power sports dealership, my sales guys were 100% accountable for every part of the sales transaction, including financing and setting up the financing, taking the application and submitting it to the lenders for approval, and then having that discussion with the clients and how to have that discussion with the clients. And that's going to be a very involved video that you'll appreciate later on. The next step would be the delivery and the walk around. You've settled on the machine or the unit or the product or service. And then if it's a physical product, and then delivery and the walk around introduction to the features and benefits, including the warranty, is the next phase. And that's a very detailed walk around process, getting your prospect or client to touch the product, to press the buttons, to activate the buttons, to test it, to take it for a test drive, or to put that product to use in whatever environment that they're in. So, for example, when I worked for a company called Icon Office Solutions, that was a office equipment provider, and the whole goal was to go business to business and find prospects that were interested in putting our products, a brand new photocopier, into their office to be able to try out for 3 or 4 days. And then after that trial period, then the machine essentially closed itself. So that's one example of a different industry in terms of how to offer the products with a test. Oftentimes, when we go to a car dealership and we're considering buying a vehicle, what is the dealership's number one responsibility? Get the keys in your hands and get you to drive it. And that might mean if you're still on the fence by the end of the test drive, take it home for a day or two, try it out, see how it fits in your life. Those are very, very effective ways to finish a transaction. And then after you discuss the warranty benefits and the features and benefits presentation, then the next stage is aftercare. So the process doesn't finish once they've driven off with the vehicle or they've signed the contract. Then there's aftercare expectations. And what does that mean? So there's a follow-up mechanism that needs to be in place. There's a 3-day follow-up, which you're finding out whether or not that the product or service if they've implemented it and it's been meeting their expectation. Then there's the 1 week follow up. And this is where you ask for referrals. And we'll go over the process of asking for referrals in another video. And then there's the 1 month follow up. And this is, again, another referral opportunity for you. And then beyond that, there's a drip campaign for future business. Important days like the day that they purchased the vehicle, product, or service from you, that's their purchase anniversary, their date of birth. Everybody likes to be recognized on their birthday. Holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, all of those are opportunities for you to be able to send mailings to all of your clients so that you can stay in touch with them. And then when it comes time for the next opportunity for them to purchase your product or service, they'll definitely be able to remember you because you have not given them an opportunity to forget about you. And don't forget about the family members, the spouse and the kids. Remember their date of birth. If you've taken all of their information, which you should have by now, then you'll have all of these dates that you can solicit to your entire client base so that it's called branding, so that they'll absolutely remember who you are, what they purchased from you, and how the professionalism that you provided them with, and they will appreciate that. Absolutely. So if you got anything out of this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Again, it gives us the opportunity to grow. And I thank you for watching the video. Until next time, make it a great day. Take care for now. Bye.